Hello, Global Weirdo here. I just want to preface this by saying that I am very deliberately calling this a rather than the Degrowth Manifesto, because I don't claim to speak for all of degrowth, nor to have the final word on it. People write entire books about degrowth, so I cannot hope to summarize everything in just a few minutes. So if you want to learn more, I can recommend in particular The Future is Degrowth, A Guide to a World Beyond Capitalism by Aaron Vincentian, Andrea Vetter, and Matthias Schmelzer, and Less is More, How Degrowth Will Save the World by Jason Hickel, as well as these books. And also these videos, some of them by me. With all that said, I give you a Degrowth Manifesto. Degrowth is a movement, a theory, and a set of demands and policies committed to achieving global social justice and ecological sustainability. Degrowth has two core aims. 1. A decent standard of living for all people. 2. A healthy planet Earth. Degrowth is similar to donut economics, which imagines the economy as two circles, like a donut. The inner circle is a minimum floor for human well-being, while the outer circle is an ecological limit. Degrowth is about building an economy that keeps the world within the donut, an economy that satisfies human needs without transgressing planetary boundaries. That's what degrowth is about. I need to do another take of this. However, the global economy's structural dependence on growth is a barrier to that aim. We are trapped in an irrational dynamic of growth for growth's sake. As a result, we routinely engage in unnecessary and wasteful production that only serves to drive up profits and enrich the already obscenely rich, not to satisfy genuine human needs. Not only does this condemn workers around the world to needless toil, adding insult to the injury of exploitation under capitalism, but such overproduction is also wrecking the planet. Economic growth is tightly coupled with ecological devastation, and there's a wealth of research showing that so-called decoupling is wishful thinking. But there's also research showing that it is possible to provide a decent standard of living for all on a healthy, thriving planet. We can live in the donut. I want to live in the donut. If we had democratic control over the economy and oriented production around meeting human needs rather than around endless growth, we could get rid of environmentally harmful and socially unnecessary production. That means less resource extraction, energy use, pollution, and less work. We could instead have more time for art, music, sports, games, relationships, as well as more time to care for the young, the old, the sick, and the earth. We could create a truly caring society. We already produce more than enough, so there's no reason why anyone must go hungry or live on the streets, even if we produce less than today. We just need the ability to democratically decide what to produce, how to produce it, and how to equitably distribute what we do produce. Degrowth demands universal basic services, which includes healthcare, education, housing, food, water, energy, transportation, child and elder care, and recreational facilities. Degrowth demands reduced working hours, a job guarantee, public money, debt cancellation, especially in the global south, a global minimum wage, maximum wage and wealth, wealth redistribution, right to repair, banning planned obsolescence, and banning advertising in public spaces. Degrowth demands a transition to a democratically controlled post-growth economy where production is ecologically sustainable and serves human needs. Not only is it possible to escape the growth economy, but doing so would be liberatory. And tasty. Donuts for all. My degrowth utopia. Vegan donuts, of course. Thank you for watching. That was an excerpt from my upcoming video, which is going to be a response to a pretty bad critique of degrowth. I am excited about this one. I think it will be good, fun, and informative. So, if you want to, you can get your name in the credits, immortalize it in text on a screen. Just saying. You can do so by supporting me on Patreon, which is totally optional, but it would be very cool if you did.
In fact, it would be so cool that you would help to counteract global heating. That's how cool that would be. $2, either per month or per video, will get you your name in the credits. $5 per month or per video will get you a shoutout, so please have a funny name like Snorkeldink Fun Bench Press, or Professor Sparkles, or An Elegant Bottle of Ketchup, or Hehehehe, ha 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 ha, or Greg, or Eric. Imagine being called Greg or Eric. You also get early access to clips from videos and possibly some bonus content I've got planned. And yes, you can support me either per month at Colloquial Weirdo or per video at Vocal Gleardo. I couldn't figure out how to have both options on the same page, so yeah. I really wanted to include a per video option because while it would be coolest and most global heating reversing of you to support the channel monthly, my video output is admittedly quite irregular, so I don't blame anyone for preferring to support the channel on a per video basis. That is up to you. Whether your contribution is big or small, any help is greatly appreciated because I want to be able to dedicate even more time to this project. Not only because I have fun with this and I believe these dinky little videos have some value and importance, but I also have so many ideas and topics I want to make videos about, and to have any hope of getting through even half of them, I need financial assistance. You know, for rent and stuff. It do be like that under capitalism, after all. So if you can afford it, I hope you'll consider helping me out. It would be the best possible start to 2024 for me. And on that note, I wish you all a very happy new year.